Om Shanti. This is the story of a small plant. The small plant was very excited to be planted in the soil as it was told that it will grow into a very big tree with many leaves, huge branches, and beautiful flowers. After being planted, this plant observed that its length and breadth are increasing. Flowers are blossoming. Its stems are growing stronger and stronger. Now, this small plant is a big tree. Many people are coming to this tree now. Children are playing under this tree. Some are taking a nap under its cool shadow. Some are taking the fragrance of the beautiful flowers. Passengers are coming, sitting under the tree and opening their picnic baskets. Many birds have made their nest on its huge branches. The cool and fragrant breeze of the tree is refreshing the passengers that passengers are tempted to stop at the tree. People, when they go back to their homes, are praising and appreciating the tree, how it looks like, and how they enjoyed the company of the tree. The tree is very happy seeing all this. He has so many friends. He is never alone. Time is passing on. Autumn season has come. Slowly, the leaves are shedding from the tree. The flowers and fruits are falling from the tree. The tree is very worried. Nobody is coming to him now. Passengers are not even noticing him. The tree is very depressed and feeling very lonely. He cried to God that why is this condition to me? When will you show mercy on me? Even after so many prayers, leaves are shedding down and now the tree is completely barren with no leaf. The tree is very depressed. The depressed tree one day saw a sadhu passing on that way. Tree thought that sadhu might have an answer for his pathetic condition, stopped the sadhu, explained his condition and asked sadhu when God will show mercy on him. Sadhu, with a smile on his face, said that God is always graceful to you. In fact, shedding leaves is a survival technique for a tree. A tree will prepare its food with the help of sunlight and water. Now, in this winter season, enough sunlight is not available, so to survive, tree will shed away the leaves. Shedding, it's not actually shedding, it is your resting time. When sufficient sunlight is available, you will blossom again. The enlightened tree looked at itself in a new perspective. It can feel that its energy is intact. The tree cells have developed a protective layer around them. Tree realized that it is hibernating and rejuvenating. The tree is happy again. It thanked Sadhu and started enjoying its isolation in solitude. Today, COVID-19 is sending many people into isolation. People who are tested COVID positive are supposed to confine themselves in a room and stay in an isolation period. In this isolation time, many people are feeling low and lonely. After all, we are all human beings. We are social animals. We love to meet people. We love to talk people. We love to be in the people. But suddenly, if we are supposed to confine ourselves to a room, not meeting anyone, how boring it would be, right? But don't you think that we are feeling bored like the tree in the story? Getting educated about this isolation period will bring out us from this boring and lonely feeling. Yes, we feel alone because we are disconnected from the external world. We are not at all connected with this external world. But after disconnecting from the external world, if we can connect ourselves to the inner self, then this isolation can turn into a beautiful solitude. I should turn towards myself. When I turn into myself, I am able to see my real self, my original self. Maybe because of all the time connecting to the external world, I have forgotten my original self. What am I exactly? When I turn inwards, whatever I am expecting from the external world, all the external people like love, kind, concern, everything I can feel in my own self. See, such a beautiful thing can happen with the solitude. When I turn inside, I can remove the artificial layers that have been made on the soul. Artificial layers meaning a selfishness, possessiveness, jealousy, hatred towards others. All these are the artificial attributes of the soul. Soul, its innate qualities are different from its artificial layers. The innate qualities of the soul are knowledge, power, purity, peace, happiness. These are all the innate qualities or the original qualities of our soul. But when this soul is being covered with these artificial layers of jealousy, selfishness, proud, ego, anger, I feel that I am these artificial layers. Meaning, I feel that I can't be peaceful. I feel that I am aggressive. I feel that selfishness is necessary to lead a life in this Kali Yuga. But when I turn inwards, I am able to find out all these artificial layers, remove them one by one, and I can able to manifest my original qualities into my karma. These original qualities of the soul are the protective layers for both mind and the soul. So when we are in solitude, we can bring out again our original qualities. If artificial layers are there in me more, I am easily susceptible to diseases, disasters, and pandemics. But if I manifest my original qualities, I will be protected. So, a person should be well aware when to withdraw his senses and when to be connected with the outer world. We can better understand this with the example of a tortoise. We all know that tortoise is having a good control over his limbs. Whenever it feels that it is in a danger, it can take back, withdraw its limbs into its powerful and hard shell. So, for a tortoise, going into its shell is for two purposes. One is to protect itself, second is to hibernate itself or to take rest. Yada samharate chayam कूर्मा अंगानीव सर्वशः इंद्रियाणि इंद्रियार्थेभ्यस्तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Kurma anganiva. Kurma is tortoise. Just as a tortoise withdraws its senses, similarly, if a human being also indriyani withdraws his senses from the senses of objects, prajna pratishtita, meaning his discrimination, his wisdom stands firm. Let us use our firm discrimination as to what is this isolation. Isolation is not just isolation, it is a beautiful time for solitude. Sit with your thoughts. Try to talk with yourself. Realize what are your strengths and weaknesses. When you are in solitude, your mind is more creative. This introvertedness, antarmukhi. Antar is seeing inward, mukhi is face. When I see the face that is inside me, not this face, there is another face, what my mind thinks. When I am introvert, or in other words, antarmukhi, our elder says, antarmukhi sada sukhi. The one who is introvert, the one who is into his own self is always happy, sada sukhi. So, why to worry when you are in isolation? Because you are not in isolation, you are in solitude. You can be in such a phase where you can always be happy, not just in these 2 weeks of isolation. Once you know how to withdraw yourself, when to connect to the external world, and when to be with yourself, this disconnecting and connecting. When you learn this process, even after your isolation period also, you can take a while, sit with yourself in between the 24 hours, and I'm sure you will enjoy your own company. And one more thing, at the time of isolation, we all know that this is a kind of contagious pandemic, right? So when you're in isolation, people who are near and dear, their behavior seems to be weird for you. They're not coming closer to you. They're just giving a plate of meals to you and then going away from you. It's something like people are feeling that we are treated as untouchables. Let us think from their perspective. Because it is a kind of contagious pandemic, we can't really expect a normal behavior from them. So let us stop this blaming others that they are treating me as an untouchable person. Enjoy the isolation period. It is your hibernating time, it is a rejuvenating time. Be completely in solitude. Manifest your inner energy. Your soul has lots of power. Bring that power, radiate that power into the whole body, and very quickly you will soon come out of this isolation period. Be healthy, be happy. Om Shanti.